Steam is doing a deal with a load of Swedish indie devs that basically comes out to be an 81% off set of games for £11. It would have been £56 if you bought them all individually at full price. So that's pretty good. I'm going to give you an overview of all the games now. The first game in the Swedish indie pack is the Blueberry Garden, which is a 2D side-scroller-ish game where you sort of eat fruit and then that makes you do weird stuff like fly or whatever. I don't know too much, I haven't played the game, but it does look pretty good. The second game for the Swedish indie pack is a side-scroller called Bob Came in Pieces, which is basically about a guy called Bob who's in a flying spaceship robot thing, and he's late for work, and you've got to rebuild your ship as you go along, and you can do some cool stuff, and it's basically a physics platformer type game where you run into a, I don't know, like a box, and then it pushes a box, and then you can go by a hole or whatever. The third game in the Swedish indie pack is a game called Dwarves, where you're a group of, you control some dwarves basically, and you just they automatically dig stuff for you, and you basically sort of like an economy-based game where you just explore and you kill minions and stuff that come out, and like apparently there's a big spider and you shoot dwarves out of a dwarf cannon at her. I don't know. The fourth game in the Swedish indie pack is Hamilton's Great Adventure. This game's a top-down-ish. It's nearly top-down anyway, but basically you are Hamilton and you run around and adventure on platforms. There's some elevated platforms and stuff, but basically you just like, it's a lot of timing and puzzles to work out which way to go and what time you got to do it, and basically you're just dodging enemies and other giant, I don't know, I guess there's going to be some boulder or something. It looks a lot like Indiana Jones. Harvest Massive Encounter is the fifth game on the Swedish indie pack. Basically this game is a top-down 2D RTS game where you basically fighting aliens. I know, just sounds really innovative. No, but in all seriousness, there's new creative elements that's in the game. Like basically you have your normal resource management that you have in a normal game, but to add on top of this, you have like you controlling like where your buildings go, and like they have to go in a certain position sort of thing, so you can power them properly, because if you don't, you can't power them, and then you can't kill stuff with the towers or whatever you've built. So you know, there's a unique level of depth to the positioning of buildings and stuff like that, so it comes with, you know, a new ideas of how to have your RTS. Lead and Gold is the seventh game in the Swedish indie pack. Basically this game is a third-person shooter that's a multiplayer only game, I'm assuming, but basically this game is set in the Wild Wild West. You kill stuff with your lovely pistols and stuff. It just like shows off all of the like how crazy it was in the Wild Wild West with the, like the violence and the guns and stuff. Noitu Love 2 is the eighth game in the Swedish indie pack. I know that sounds, it's a lot of games, I know, but basically this game's a 2D side scroller that's arcadey-ish. It's like more pixelated graphics and like a I don't know, but you get the idea. There's more pixelated graphics than normal. Basically this game is more of a beat 'em up than like normal adventure side scroller. It's not like, it's more Double Dragon than it is Super Mario, but basically you kill bosses and stuff, you jump about, blow up blocks and stuff, and you know, the normal side-scroller-esque game ideas. Apparently there's a first one, I don't know if you want to check that out before. Puzzle Dimension is the eighth game in the Swedish indie pack. Basically you're a giant golden ball and you have to do puzzle platforming. Basically you like roll around and you push buttons and then it changes the direction you're allowed to go, and you've got to collect flowers and then go through a portal, and that's the game. Saira is the ninth game in the Swedish indie pack. Basically this game is a 2D side-scroller. It's actually more, it's better looking than the other side-scrollers that's in this indie pack, if I'm honest. And I suppose that's my opinion, but you know, it does look better. But this game brags of its non-linear gameplay, but basically it's still a puzzle platformer, 2D side-scroller game where you just, it's more of an adventure style thing. It doesn't say much about the story, but the 10th and final game for the Swedish indie pack is a game called The Bull. Basically this game is about an archaeologist that goes into a volcano and things get worse from there. Like there's monsters and stuff like that. A lot of it is physics based. It's a 3D game, so, and it's really high quality. It's made on the Unreal Engine 3. If that sounds good to you, then feel free to check it out. I've actually finished and gone through all of the games in the Swedish indie pack now. I know there's a lot, again, the game, all of them together is £11. It would cost £56 if you was to buy them all separately. A lot of these games do seem like worth just like the £11 on their own. You know, they've a lot of effort's gone into most of them. But if it all does sound good to you, go ahead and buy it. I will link you to the Steam page below, and I will leave you here. Bye bye.